Great. So good morning, everyone. After a short delay, we are happy to start our conference. This year, we call it the Research and Academic Innovation Conference in Cybersecurity, and we are happy to have you here and to actually kick off the Cyber Week that starts this morning. This is not a regular year, and we even double and more appreciate our guests that came from other countries to be with us in the Cyber Week. And we are going to hear this morning a really very interesting and unique collection of breakthroughs and new research outcomes that we are going to present here on this stage in various topics of cyber security. Let me start with a few slides about the way that we see the cybersecurity. So we actually define the cybersecurity in a very broad way that includes many type of disciplines and the aspects in which you could see the shortlist before, and here the research trends and the new areas that we can find this year that are part of the leading areas in cybersecurity research. As you can see, when we divide the areas into like two parts, we can see that our approach of having an interdisciplinary approach for cybersecurity can include different areas. And here in Tel Aviv University, we combine under the cybersecurity the very technical parts, but also the other behavioral and other areas. We try to touch also the most updated and relevant areas like quantum computing and areas around this, and other areas like all the AI and generative AI aspects, zero trust, and other areas and topics that are the most updated ones in our area. The center, the Cyber Center in Tel Aviv University, includes large number of researchers that are divided between all the faculties, and are all involved under the Cyber Center in the various disciplines that I mentioned. And every year or two, we run our call for papers and have a list of topics that we invite researchers to be part of or to initiate research projects around. These are the newest areas, but we continue also in other areas that we see progress. As I mentioned, we have variety of research areas, from very deep cryptographic topics up to areas of malware detection based on an AI and other areas, things that touch on the other side, cyber awareness, that are more connected to behavior, as well as legal and economics and other parts that are not technical but important and complete the area. We are very proud of partnerships that we have here in Tel Aviv University with other institutions, like as we can see here, our collaboration with our colleagues from Singapore and other colleagues in other places in the world, as well as a specific initiative that we had in the past and still running with the World Bank, that tries to look about cyber aspects in the national and sectorial level. We are running the Cyber Week as we start this today also, and we have this academic conference every year, already more than 10. We are going here today to listen to very interesting lectures. You can see the agenda. We are going to have a break after four lectures, and we plan to be on time since the last speaker is under the weather and will not be able to join us, so we are going to be just on time. This is the agenda, and with that, this is my pleasure to invite to the stage to say a few words. Our, I would say, executive sponsor to this conference, and it's my pleasure to invite Tel Aviv University Rector, Professor Mark Shtaif, please.
Good morning, everybody. I want to reiterate, Yaniv already said that our appreciation to people who came from outside of Israel to participate with us in this event in those difficult times. It's heartwarming to see people that come from abroad in this period. I know it's not an easy decision to make, and appreciate your presence. So we are living through an era of extreme change, and change is always good and bad, and now there's a lot of uncertainty about the future and what it will be with all the developments that we're seeing. And yet for a country as small as Israel, and consequently for Tel Aviv University as well, generating change, being able to design its direction and adapting to change is not a matter of good or bad, it's a matter of survival, and we're very determined to play a significant role in these things. Now, change, of course, touches everything in our lives, our social lives, our personal lives, etc., but it's all driven by technological advancements of the past couple of decades, and perhaps artificial intelligence is the most pronounced advancement that we see in the past few years. It's in general, it's advancement in information technologies which are driving those things forward, and this is what and cyber is, of course, one of those plays an extremely important role in this business. Now, in this era of extreme change, there are certain islands of stability, and strangely enough, cyber is one of them. Since the invention of computers, cyber is with us, and it will likely to stay with us. It is likely to stay with us as long as humanity, in modern form of humanity, persists, still exists on this planet, and it's not going anywhere. It changes its forms, but it is here. Of course, it started from when computers were introduced, but interestingly, yesterday I was talking to a friend whose son is studying law in Bar Ilan University, and one of their courses is cyber and Jewish law. It's interesting. I don't know what they teach, but it's interesting because Jewish law precedes computers by a few years, let's say. So even before computers, maybe there was cyber. Sorry? Thou shalt not hack, yes. For Tel Aviv University, cyber is a major field of activity, obviously for the faculties of exact sciences, computer science, engineering. The technological aspects of it are there, and there's a lot of progress there too. It is also present, it is actually present in most of our faculties, certainly in social studies, departments like political science and public policy. We deal with regulation that has to do with cyber, but also in law, even in humanities. There are aspects of cyber in every part of our academic lives, and we have representatives from all over campus interested in cyber and working on cyber-related areas. I think that, well, we know that AI is changing our reality now extremely rapidly, and creating even in some people's opinions, it's even an existential risk to humanity. There's a potential for existential risks to humanity through AI, and understanding the cyber aspects of AI is a major challenge. And I know that this conference is going to be dealing with these matters very intensely. And I hope that you find interesting and groundbreaking solutions. So this is the point to thank Itzik Ben Israel and Yaniv for organizing the conference and for contributing to this field here at Tel Aviv University. And thank you again for being with us here today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Shtaif, for supporting and being a part of this conference. And I would like to invite the one who, on one hand, is very deep in the academic side of cyber aspects, but also has unique milestones in the entire way in which cyber became so important in Israel. So, Professor Ben Israel, please.
This is not a normal year. Almost 9 months ago, we were attacked by the Hamas on the south. And since then, we are still in a state of war. And we hesitated, should we go like always every year for the last 15 years or so? Last week of June, we do this Cyber Week conference. We decided to continue. You know, inertia is important in life, and we don't want people to think that we change our normal behavior. The only change we did, we united both Cyber Week and AI Week to the same week. We will have now Cyber Week for the next 2-3 days, and then we will start in parallel AI Week. I welcome all of you who did the effort and came from abroad, not so many as in years ago, but still those who did the effort and overcome all the worries should be praised, and we appreciate very much that you come. I can promise you that next year it will be the normal, very busy conference as we have. By merging somehow the AI Week and Cyber Week, we realized it is more, perhaps we will continue doing it the next year as well, because there is some logic behind it. I don't have to tell you that people are using machine learning and other AI technologies for protecting the networks and cyber-wise. And the same technology, machine learning and AI, is used also for improving the attack, the hacking on cyber, on networks, computerized networks. And therefore, I think it might be a good idea to have those two topics covered at the same week also next year. I don't want to waste too much time. We lost a lot of time on registration problems and other issues. And so thank you for coming, and I hope to see you the whole week here as much as possible. Thanks.
Great.